Okay, so I want to talk about stop worshiping your messengers. Like, stop idolizing people who have the ability or the gift to give you information, right? Or like to, because what you have to understand, people who are messengers, people who are gifted, people who can give you a different thing to look at on the course of life, right? People who do know how to do things, right? Or people who can assist you in your life does not mean that those messengers do not struggle with human experience every fucking day. It does not. It has nothing to do with that, okay? So the moment you start idolizing your messengers, whatever messengers these messengers are giving you, the moment that you start idolizing these messengers, now you're putting these messengers on a pedestal for them to be superhuman. If we all came through here the same way, some of us might have different gifts, some of us may have different talents, some of us may, be on different spiritual journeys or whatever that is. But understand, in this flesh, in this walk of flesh, we are all flesh. Okay? So, since we are all flesh, stop doing that to messengers. Like, stop doing that to spiritualists. Stop doing that to coaches or to therapists, because I don't know why in the world y'all believe just because someone has the ability and the gift to break things down or how things go in this life, or to see how, to or to give you information, it does not mean that they don't struggle with things on their own. That does not mean that they can't get, they live in their life in this perfect glass field room. Like, there's nothing perfect. No one is fucking perfect. Everyone struggles with something. Okay? And I want to say that because even with me, like, I'm a mystic, right? Like, I'm very intuitive. I am an empath. But that does not mean my ass is motherfucking perfect. I'm not perfect. There are things I'm still learning to this day. No matter how many times I get on here and I give y'all information and I say something and you be like, wow, like but that does not mean I know everything. I don't know everything. I can just relate to you on what I do know or what I experience or what I just had the ability to break down. Just because someone can have the ability and the sight and the insight and the brain capacity to break it down in order for you to understand it better, to guide you on that path, does not mean once they get to this path they're not going to have any hiccups. That does not mean when they get to this path, it ain't gonna be it's not gonna be a straight walk for them. This life is not a straight walk for any motherfucking body. For nobody. So that's the reason why y'all need to stop worshiping your messenger. Stop worshiping your spiritualist. Stop worshiping your pastor. Stop worshiping your preacher. Stop it. Just be glad that the message is given to you and you can use that message in your life to digest the way you need to digest it. Just because a messenger is gifted does not remove them from this human fucking experience. It does not. And then you had the audacity to get mad at the messenger who may now start experiencing things that everybody else experienced, and then you look at them like, oh, well, I thought you was a messenger. I thought you was spiritual. Or I thought you was an empath. Or I thought when you get on here and you say, what the fuck does that have to do with me making mistakes? What? What the fuck does that have to do with me being wrong? What the fuck does that have to do with me being a human? It has nothing to do with that. Nothing. Nothing. So you sitting here and telling, like, there are doctors right now that will come into the building, see you all day, tell you what medication you need to take, tell you what food you need to eat, tell you this, that don't mean your doctor don't smoke. Tell you need to stop eating fried food, that don't mean your doctor didn't have a chicken sandwich in the fucking morning because your doctor is struggling with physical and dietary issues his motherfucking self because of the stress, and they probably had to get up early in the morning and they only had 2 hours of sleep and they couldn't get their shit together. So like, well, I'm just gonna go through a drive-through and give me this chicken sandwiches, and this chicken sandwich, I know it ain't good for me, but I need something on my stomach in order for me to stand out through this day. And they gonna get in this room and tell you you need to stop eating fried foods. Not because they don't eat fried foods, but they know the best decision and the best solution is for everybody to eat fried foods. But if there is a space where you can't eat nothing but this fried food, 9 times out of 10, you're going to eat the fried food. Okay? Everyone's goal here is to be a better version of themselves that they was the day before. Everybody. I don't care what journey you're in. That's what my goal is, to be a better version of my old self. When it was in an hour, in a day, in a month, whatever, to be a better version of my old self. So that means there will be things I have to overcome. There will be things I have to experience. There will be mistakes I have to make. There will have to be lessons I have to learn. There will be struggles I have to get through. There's going to be times when it's going to be hard, and I just got to keep on going because I know the gift in front of the pain is going to be worth it. I have to keep on. There are things that I have to learn, and the more things I have to learn in this fucking life, my fucking self. So stop with that. That is frustrating. And then y'all look at the messenger like, oh, like the messenger is the one putting themselves on the pedestal. No, you are idolizing someone with a message. You are idolizing someone with a gift. You are putting those things in their mind, because I could bet you 9 times out of 10, unless that person think they shit don't stink, I could tell you 9 times out of 10, the messengers and people who in this for real know. Don't be looking at me to be perfect, because mother, I'm walking this earth with your ass. So apparently, if everybody on here's learned the lesson, right? And if messengers are here to actually help you guide yourself during this little path called life, you don't think it's something that these messengers have to learn why they on this path with your ass? So they just here, like they don't have no path to go on. They don't got no lessons to learn. They don't have no heartbreak. They don't cry at night. Like they don't be fucking confused. Like they don't know which way to go sometime. What? Stop it. Stop idolizing. Stop worshiping your messengers. It doesn't make any sense. And the messengers don't like it. Okay? So y'all have a good one.